Then... now. Forever.
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are gonna be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jay could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous 4-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time tag team champions?
The following contest is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing 2 super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
So that's what it's all about, the tag team titles. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match with a pinfall and submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. While I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Trying to fight with a hurt arm is no easy task.
And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
The challenger really taking
inside cradle.
Oh, look at this small package. And he manages to kick out in one.
Showing his the
champion into the pin. The challenger wriggles out in one.
Those one counts getting harder and harder to kick out of.
Eats a punch to the face.
Corey, if we're as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the booty-os and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
Oh, strong impact.
Ooh, what a punch. That's how you stop your opponent.
Taking things back into the ring.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Man.
Oh, God.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
Boom! And he gets discarded out of the ring. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. And slides back into the ring. Ooh, and fights back. Bam! Sent out of the ring the hard way. Ooh. All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
And the referee stops the count before 2.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
And Woods has lost momentum here.
And the Usos now showing how well they know the New Day.
Familiarity breeds contempt, and the Usos are showing their unfiltered disdain.
And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one. Super kick!
Oh, man.
New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly. Oh, man, check out this power.
Slam. And the fight is being brought to the Usos there.
Yeah, as Big E showing off there just what the power of positivity needs to be.
Lots of damage under the challenger now.
The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke.
Oh, flown over a Russian leg sweep. Hooked in. Small package driver.
Could be game over for the Usos.
Oh, he gets the shoulder up before 3.
Just barely able to kick out. Thought the champ had it in the bag.
This is how much the championship means.
He just might regret this decision.
miscalculation on that one.
Timed his defense perfectly. Military press.
Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly. Targeting the throat there. He's preparing for something. Boom, impact.
He comes to the rescue for his team. Usos and New Day going at it.
I was getting confused then. It says as Jey Uso. That was Jimmy.
Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric.
Hi, how's it going, Kerwin? How you doing, mate? Brand new Wwe 2K25, not even out yet. Comes out on the 14th, but I've got the Deadman Edition, like I said I was going to get. Hope all is well, mate, on your side. Hope you've had a great day so far, mate.
I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that's
You okay, yeah, pal?
statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
He gets back into the ring.
Double leg drop right to the kidneys from behind. Escaped that in a hurry.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
Oh, Big E avoids contact.
Not a good spot to be in.
Down with the Samoan driver. Oh, fighting nasty there.
Ooh, got clipped by the throwing kendo.
He gets into the ring. Placed him in the corner here. Jimmy saw it coming.
Oh, my goodness.
away from the worm.
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
Earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners.
Country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley.
For the first time ever, we have a women's championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself. Catching a drop kick.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me.
Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring. No, please, don't come over here.
Why, Saxton? We have the best seats in the house.
Bayley showing no answer for the attack.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts. A factor to consider in this match is that Naomi took some time off to rejuvenate herself, to get her mind right, to refocus on her desire to once again be champion here in WWE. So this isn't necessarily the same Naomi the WWE Universe or Bayley is used to.
And Naomi says that after taking time off, she's better physically and mentally than she's ever been in her career.
Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Able to save herself there.
I don't think I've ever seen a champion feel as disrespected as Bayley has, Corey, because Bayley's talked a lot about how people think she's an afterthought as a champion. Everybody talks about Becky Lynch on Raw. They're now talking about Rhea Ripley in NXT. But Bayley has been the longest reigning champ in SmackDown history.
And you read off all the accolades, all the championships she has held. That for some reason, Bayley still finds herself overlooked. Oh!
Kick down low.
She releases the pin. An interesting strategy.
And she's set right into that corner.
And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the
Arduous ready. Well, the champion has to haymaker after haymaker.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Slugging away with everything they've got.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going up.
Rapid fire shots. Neither superstar backing down.
Looks like we know who won that exchange.
What a spinning heel kick.
Sunset flip applied. Not done there.
And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole. Launching.
Look out below!
You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
And she slides her back to the mat.
Wow, what a strike to the back. Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver.
What a head scissor takeover.
Naomi is locked in on her opponent now. Okay, now she's rubbing salt in the wound.
Boom, rear view, connecting. The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
And into the cover. No, we did it. We have a new champion.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. And a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Here's the battle, and it's the Wild Samoans. Sika taking out Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical. Boom!
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come. They're a physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha.
Launch out to the outside.
Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat. Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
Alpha is fired up and ready to go.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Already he's taken on some damage.
Ooh, headbutt. Nothing pretty about that.
Oh, no. It looks like that busted him open pretty bad.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding.
Well, the top rope. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
That's yours in your head. And that blow has him wavering.
So far, this tables match has been just as brutal as we anticipated.
Being carried around now.
Trying to fight their way out of harm's way. Elbow for the jump.
Wards that off. What a response.
Golly, that sounded rough. Guys, they're coming dangerously close here.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wilds.
Bubba cutter.
That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Stop to the spine.
You know what's coming next.
Accolade, Nia.
Slides out the back door and he is free. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
And launch out to the outside.
Fearlessly soaring to the outside. My goodness.
Doing whatever it takes to eliminate the competition. I still can't get over the
Flying.
Good Lord. Taking flight.
From all the way up. Wasted no time flying up. Devon now has his opponent set up.
And saving grace.
The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville. Uh-oh. Don't bring the fight over here.
Better clear out, guys.
Uh-oh. Maneuvers out of the way. He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Oof.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong on the top.
And the Dudley Boys remain the kings of the tables match.
I don't care how much you train. You can't prepare for a commercial airliner to come crashing down on you like that.
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their head. Look out!
I can't believe what we just saw.
I can't believe that didn't miss.
And he's going with the great equalizer here. The steel chip. Oh my God.
And Devon didn't find a counter for that.
Yeah, and this is the hostility Sika wanted to bring. Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash.
He's already feeling the
blast off.
Ooh, poorly timed, high-risk attempt.
Caught that and reversed it.
Does he the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
And Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Calculating the next move here. That's using your head.
Alpha's all fired up.
Kick right in the face.
Waist lock. Able to counter. Look at fighting out. Big right hand. Off the barricade. Turns that back on Devon. And we can harp on how this match was something almost terror-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to the table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legend.
And now with him going for the table, we're just in straight-up appetite for destruction territory here.
And he just got caught good once again.
He has been battered and beaten, and there's only so much more he can take. Down opponent, and a double axe handle smash.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it would take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down. Even with a kick to the guts, turns his opponent around. This one, headbutt. Ooh, to the sky. Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude.
And look at this now, back. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Now he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon. Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Ooh, well measured. Action now right here in front of us.
Guys, we may need to move soon.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Oh, no, look out. Here we go. That's called changing the decor of the broadcast.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the Promised Land. He's violent. He's strong. He's fast. He's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wesley.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wesley, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
We saw him at Clash at the Castle 10 days ago where he cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Universal Championship.
Well, as far as I'm personally concerned, Sikoa isn't welcome around here. Mello needs the night off.
Well, Mello talks about wearing the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa who sits at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, he wasn't exactly invited to sit at this table now, was he?
We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match going to happen?
Now, this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness. Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Mello and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Mello-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline...
Now, this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness. Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Mello and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Mello-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get even more gold tonight?
Schoolboy, into the pin.
Able to reach the ropes, and he's able to last here.
Gets out of dodge.
Solo continues to maintain the advantage.
The power of Sikoa proving too much for Hayes right now.
Oh, tossed hard into the ring post.
Boot right to the throat. Got to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right into the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
He's going up.
From the top, all the way to the outside.
The airtime, the fearlessness.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming. This is
right now. He's looking for any way to break out of this, and he does.
Haymaker connects.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Sin.
Down the line with the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
Pin, title on the line.
Champ's in trouble. That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first.
Vicious right forearm.
A continuous attack on Hayes.
And it looks like Solo has all the answers for Carmelo at this point. Boot.
Let me point out that this is brutally up.
Taking advantage of the opportunity. Kick out after one from the challenger.
Still has a great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this. And a stop to the gut, too.
He's looking to take things to the outside now. Oh, he flips that around.
Solo making it loud and clear for his opponent tonight.
Being placed in the corner here.
Big elbow. Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. He cannot deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friend's side.
Yeah, that decision to bring Trick Williams into NXT 2.0 changed the trajectory of Carmelo Hayes' career. Trick told Melo 12 months ago, forget about pandering to the NXT universe, just focus on yourself. And that was the day that Melo truly became the A-Champ.
We saw Solo Sikoa join the Bloodline just 10 days ago. But this bond between Melo and Trick might be even thicker than blood.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes, ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Spinning Solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
Ooh, pinpointing the trachea.
Solo now going up top.
Struggling to get back on his feet. Looking lost out there. From the top, diving headbutt finds the mark.
And into the turnbuckle he goes. The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel.
Uh-oh, from the top.
Oh.
He just got ripped right off the top.
Oof.
Uh-oh. And Sikoa gets worded on.
This is why ring awareness is your friend. The pin attempt undone by proximity to the ropes.
Uses the edge of the knee.
Sikoa keeping his opponent at bay.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Could be thinking of high-risk offense here.
From the top, huge splash by Solo.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
Immediate cover after the impact. 2.
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. And is the North American title now going to SmackDown?
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart Because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own. But that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the Tribal Chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500+ days. Oh, look at this, raiding right hands. No escape from these punches.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. Propped up in the corner.
You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago, he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead-up to this match.
If I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
So much torque on the knee and ankle.
Reigns cuts him off. Got them off their feet here. All the way down.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of this story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game. Oh, goodness, blasted right into the corner. And his body is still the focus of the attack.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Sling blade! Rollins pulling out all the stops early. Roman Reigns needs to kick into higher gear to catch back up. He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a countout.
There it is, pedigree.
Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach.
The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the Tribal Chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500+ days.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Frank in the head. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Into the barricade.
He got out of dodge just in time.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Reigns with a Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominant.
Reigns.
Champ close to ending it here.
The Tribal Chief oozing disdain for his opponent. And a stomp to the gut.
Reigns just imposing his will right now.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here. Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
Just like that, Rollins dodges. It's non-stop blows.
Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night.
Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
Sent into the corner.
Shoulder to the stomach.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and counselors to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. Kicks to the cranium of their opponent.
Getting a pretty clear picture of the kind of disdain the champ has for the challenger.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns in his comfort zone aren't even in...
And into the pin. Title on the line. Oh! Getting the shoulder up before two.
Getting the shoulder up before two tells me the end is not near.
Oh, what a quick answer. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Caught in a bad spot. All the way down.
Power like that is what makes our champion so intimidating.
Hoisted up high here. Down with a powerbomb.
Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet. Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Oh, gets put into the barricade.
Oh, no, what could this be?
Oh, don't do this.
Hung up in the barricade.
Get a big boot. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Has to mind the referee here. Has to avoid the count out.
Getting back into the ring now.
And back. Rollins with a head of steam. Big air. The stomp. That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
Roman had that set. And I think Rollins might have got cut there.
He's got to mind the count out rules as he heads ringside. Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. He can be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover. Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
With a lariat. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist to the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get. Taking flight. All the way to the outside. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
And Reigns reverses. Sliding into the ring now.
Getting up on wobbly legs, but he'll soon be put back down.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
He's going to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
Really cutting it close there.
Superman punch from Reigns. Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
Defiant counter to Reigns. Has the champ pinned. Is this it? Good call by the ref.
Catching that underhanded attempt at a pin just in time. Right across the throat.
We all know what he's thinking here.
Reigns has it! This might be it! The champ might keep it here!
Rollins lands hard ringside. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
He's getting back up, straight into harm's way. Spear by Reigns!
Chance to retain here. The champ might have put this one to bed. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's your answer.
Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
Reigns establishing the upper hand.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
Getting him right into the corner.
Apparently, this match needed a mud hole to stomp in every single part of his body.
Turns it around.
Ooh, sharp elbow.
Oh, look out. It's on now. Ooh.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display. Ooh.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now. Who will break first? That is the question.
Punch connects. Superman punch by the Tribal Chief. Devastating maneuver by the champion.
Sent right into the corner. Superman punch!
And thunderous spear. The champ is in control.
Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet. That is the spear. Perfect execution from the champ.
Retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Rollins has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exercised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget him.
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new Rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's Rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original bloodline is under attack. The new bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original bloodline versus the new bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
great journalism there, Byron. Smothering offense now from Jey Uso.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass.
Elbow drop. A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
Now that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
Uso splash by Jey.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Enters the ring and is diving headfirst into the chaos of this match.
a knife-edge chop, and now continuing the attack on the knee.
Straight to the knee.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than war games.
Right on the mark. Entrant incoming to even up the odds.
Ooh, stop to the tummy.
Tummy? He's headed up. Might be going toward the top of his war game structure.
Up high.
And it's Jey Uso. And that definitely made solid impact.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. Basement drop kick. A consistent attack being mounted on Jacob Fatu.
A fully focused Jey Uso right here.
And he has an answer for Jey.
Jacob showing he's not out of it.
Incredible opportunity if he can collect his bearings here. Escapes and a chop block takes him down.
He connects with a counter.
A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Staggering back up, maybe to a full gut.
Lift up. Proof these superstars have done their homework.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him. Sent flying over to the other ring.
Exploder into the turnbuckles.
Every time it's going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline.
Nasty brutalization.
No doubt. Sammy just ended this.
Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here. And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. Really just laying it in.
He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
We're seeing more offense directed toward the head.
A smart strategy in any situation. Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the words of Jey's made with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victory. Top rope,
but now here's Jey Uso.
Is that all she wrote for Tonga Loa?
Tama Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline.
Bodies have been decimated, fortitude has been tested, and these fans are showing their approval of these superstars' performances.
And then they right to the throat.
Solo Sikoa took the
meanwhile. Here's Sami Zayn.
And Sami ended it there.
He's just waiting for that perfect moment.
Up high.
Body from the top.
Kicking out the gut. I can't imagine the pain being felt right now.
These are the moments professionals train for. When you are at your breaking point.
He's standing tall on top of the cage now. And that toss sent them soaring. Oh, no!
Away from the top of the cage. An insane all-or-nothing attack.
Putting everything on the line. Listen to this crowd. What a feeling.
And these superstars are feeling it too.
From the middle rope.
And the tribal chief is now entering.
Jacob's planning something here.
And looking at Jacob, too.
DDT!
Terrible position for
See, he has this wrapped up.
Vicious right forearm. Has Jimmy in his grip. Right down with a DDT.
Jacob about to end this fight. Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
Jey Uso with a big punch. Now he's eating along.
Oh, inverted backbreaker. Ow.
Oh, timely counter by Zayn.
He gets manhandled over into the opposite ring. Scaling this unforgiving War Games cage.
You guys don't think.
Don't do it! This is great! Taking aim right at the midsection.
Tonga executing a vicious Tongan twist.
Victory nearly in hand for Tonga.
Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even.
No escape from these punches. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Great timing on that knee to the gut. There was some power behind that punch. And his head.
Executing a vicious Tongan twist.
Will Sammy recover?
Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring.
Man, earth-shattering. Will Jimmy seal this up?
This match is getting the better of him.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. I don't see things turning around in his favor.
Misses the target.
And over to the other ring he goes.
Both wrists captured. Man, a knee strike. And Tonga Loa close things out. Top rope.
Now looking at Jey.
Feeling like it's over for Sikoa. Hit right to the gut. Ooh.
Let me stop and show that.
And Sammy taking it back after that offense. An impactful display of offense we just witnessed there.
Drives his opponent down with a Uranagi. Oh, a sledgehammer in the midsection will knock the wind out of you.
Nice takedown. Stacked him up.
Takedown from behind.
With all these blows to the head, he has to be disoriented.
I think that's the plan, Cole. Trying to keep him on the back foot.
Oh, man.
Tossed into the trench, and he is in a dangerous position now. Oh, that hurt like a kidney shot.
Really gets driven into the corner.
What a headbutt.
Vicious. And you can see the effects of that on Sikoa's face now.
You can see all the brutality the original Bloodline team has dished out. Everyone on Solo's team are filling the War Games cage with their own blood.
Take a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Suplex.
Launched.
Neckbreaker. And Reigns unleashes the Superman punch. Oh my, a jumping DDT.
Absolutely planted.
And again, the torso is the target here.
Clearly attacking that. This superstar is doing whatever Sammy wants. has
Here
fallen.
are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline. The self-proclaimed head of the table, Roman Reigns, truly believes he is the pinnacle of this business and takes issue with anyone who attempts to challenge that position.
Self-proclaimed, Cole? Believes he's the pinnacle? Reigns carries himself like he's at the top of this industry because he is at the top of this industry. Everything he does is a statement of dominance and authority that you would do well to acknowledge.
Reigns definitely has proven himself many times over the years.
And in the opposite corner, we've got Sami Zayn.
From bell to bell, he's fighting with everything he has, no matter the situation. It's really hard to match Sami's energy and dedication in the ring.
Turn it into a flapjack.
Reigns laying down the gauntlet for his opponent.
Dropping the elbow. He's certainly feeling that attack. Elbow drop. Sami can't find a foothold in this match.
Reigns not letting Sami think or even breathe at the moment.
He puts him into the corner.
No escape from these punches. And Sami Zayn reverses it.
What a clothesline.
It doesn't take a genius to realize that if Sami Zayn wants to have any hope of defeating Roman Reigns, it's all going to come down to one thing: heart. He might be able to out-wrestle Roman, but he won't be able to outpower him or overwhelm him with offense. So heart. That's what he needs.
And Sami Zayn has more heart than just about any other WWE superstar working today.
Here comes Reigns! Spear!
Wow, Reigns nailed it.
Cashing in on that effort.
2. And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns!
We're kicking this one off with Braun Breaker in the ring.
An absolute aesthetic specimen. Breaker is dead set on forging his own path in WWE. He knows he has a lot to live up to with his father's and uncle's legacies in this business, but Breaker is more than willing to stand on his own 2 feet.
Yeah, Breaker's overwhelming power and intensity have allowed him to carve his own path in such a relatively short time. There's no question that he is his own man.
And that brings us to Roman Reigns, who truly expects everyone to just acknowledge him and get out of his way.
Come on, can you really blame the Tribal Chief for thinking that way? Reigns has proven time and time again that this is his ring, his world. We're all just lucky to even get to witness his brand of greatness.
Oh, get ready. He's waiting for the perfect time.
He gets sent right into the corner. Short arm lariat.
He covers. Is this it?
Could be.
Shoulder up right away.
How did he do that?
And it's Breaker himself being the one flattened there.
Roman just solidifying his position at the top with that kind of offense.
Braun Breaker is dead set on proving that he's the future of WWE. Corey, putting that pressure on yourself has to be immense. Oh, Roman Reigns locked and loaded, measuring his opponent. Here we go.
Spear!
Breaker's got a problem here.
They're about to put it away. There's 2. Yes, Roman Reigns with the victory.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns!
And it's the deranged Joe Gacy here, a man who truly believes that he is the reincarnation of Huskus the Pig Boy.
Belief is a powerful thing, Michael, and that's something Joe Gacy has always preached. Only now, his belief is in something even more disturbing, to say the least.
Yeah, that belief definitely causes unease in anyone who's unfortunate enough to face off against Gacy.
And across the way is the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman.
Nice takedown, stacked for the pin.
Turns the tables, shoulders down. And what's this?
Why'd he do that? What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Yokosuka cutter.
What an attack. In some way.
Oh, Strowman, what power!
Thunderous power slam. Bad spot for Gacy.
There's 2. Braun Strowman gets it.
Here is your winner, Braun.
Little device fired up and ready for this one-on-one matchup.
From the cage to the ring,
reaching deep into the bag and this one. Combination, matching way this way. She still fights out in one.
This battle rages on. Thudding kicks to the chest.
Nice takedown.
Stops that offense from connecting.
Raquel Rodriguez using all her strength, her power to deliver. Good Lord!
What a slam.
Following it up with the cover.
2 count. And that'll do it. It's finally over.
Here is your winner, Raquel.
Three superstars with one goal in mind, but there can only be one with their hand raised at the end of this triple threat.
I've competed in multiple triple threat matches, and the most challenging aspect is making sure you stay in the mix.
Cover on Perez. This could do it. And she thwarts the pin attempt in one.
Amazing effort by her.
Man.
Backbreaker delivered,
and now applying extra pressure. This is agonizing.
Snapmare. Kick right to the spine.
Goal!
Raquel Rodriguez using all her strength, her power to deliver a goalie bomb.
That's a surprising move from her here.
We know you have to watch your back at all times in a triple threat match. Any other?
Oh, look out.
She got her shoulders down. And look at for a big back suplex. She's looking to go top rope here.
And she's tracking her opponent. Might be ready to put her away. From the top.
Diving meteor.
Now the pin. Can Perez keep the shoulders down? And the count stops short of 2.
Kicking out now sends a very clear.
Schoolboy. Shoulders are down. Got her.
Here is your winner,
Time to put these teams to the test in this one. Under traditional tag rules, competitors are set. We're getting underway with Braun Strowman and Otis. And this is sure to be a barn burner.
Into the cover, looking for the win.
He cuts the pin attempt short. Braun Strowman. Power slam.
Bad spot for Femi.
2. An exhausting victory, but a win nonetheless.
Here are your winners, the team of Braun Strowman and Otis.
The family has been running the underground of the WWE for a while now and has brought them quite a bit of success.
I agree. Whether the family is doing that by the book or not is up for discussion. But there's no arguing that their success.
Come away, takedown. Gonna stack them up here.
Shoulders pinned.
And he easily stops the ref. 6 count.
Getting that shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy.
Clubbing forearm. Strowman.
Oh, my gosh.
Pin on D'Angelo. Just might do it. Kicking out in time.
This is going to come down to who wants it more.
And here's the monster of a man. Corey, look at the power.
Boom. D'Angelo down, and he might be out.
2. He makes the save.
Better late than never.
Tag made.
Can Otis make it pay off?
Goes for the pin. And finally, he picks up the victory.
Here are your winners, the team of Braun Strowman and Otis.
Jey Uso staring down his cousin, Roman Reigns. So much history between these two. So much abuse and manipulation.
Jey Uso is many things, Saxton, and one of them is an adult who's responsible for his own actions. As much as he and you may want to paint Roman as uncaring as the tribal chief, let's not act like Jey didn't enjoy his time on the Island of Relevancy.
Yeah, this is really a match about old wounds coming to the surface once again. Uso, Reigns, let's go.
Ouch. Ouch. Good punch. Nasty. Vicious. Insulting.
Roman Reigns is just taking command.
Yeah, Reigns is simply rocking Jey with his raw power.
Roman Reigns and Jey Uso know each other so well. Corey, do you think that could be a hindrance to either man's game here?
Not at all, Cole. At least not for Roman. When you're the head of the table, you tend to stick with what...
Reigns put his stamp on this one. Wasting no time. Shoulders are down. And a victory. A win.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns standing tall, surviving Jey Uso.
He did more than survive, Cole. He put his cousin down yet again.
Three superstars stand ready for what should be a hectic triple threat match. Things are now underway with Roman Reigns, Braun Breaker, and Ludwig Kaiser.
All three superstars will have to keep their head on a swivel. All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Going outside, what's he got planned here?
Oh, clubbing blow. Ooh.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Returning back to the ring. Lifted and completely helpless here. Reigns had that scouted.
Oh, catches a kick to the face.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
Ooh, what a nasty kick. Just disrespectful. And a stomp to the gut, too. Good defense there. Boom. Stomping their opponent. And the forearm smash. Oh, my God.
Roman being the aggressor.
And bit by bit, Reigns chipping away at the competition.
Corey, just how important is creating a temporary alliance in a triple threat match?
Well, it can be important, but you just have to remember that a temporary alliance is just that, temporary. The enemy of your enemy is only your friend for so long.
Yeah, there can only be one winner in this match. That means an alliance always has an expiration.
Oh, man.
Single leg drop kick caught him. And that's something that will slow down Breaker.
Yeah, and you can see the intensity growing with Ludwig.
Decapitator. He's got the shoulders down. This is it. And a shoulder is lifted before one.
I can't believe the ref didn't even get to one. My goodness, absolute dominance.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
The steel chair, never as innocent as...
Plunge out to the outside.
Went straight to the outside and landed right on the target.
A textbook example of high risk, high reward right there.
And quickly now, shoulders down for the win.